Okay, so we are looking at the questions that nursing school midwifery Asaba. Okay, their questions say, do not open this question booklet until you are told to do so. You have 1 hour to spend, okay, to write these questions, okay, answer them all. Then the English consists of 20 questions, the section B, which is mathematics, 20 questions, section C, which is 20 questions, biology, then chemistry, also 15 questions, then section E, physics, also 15 questions, current affairs has 10 questions. Okay, these are the questions that you'll be expecting in your so-called exam. Okay, so this is the past question, so we're going to study it and answer some questions that are being asked. Okay, so we're going to go to the section A, which is English language. Said, in the following passage, the numbered gaps indicate missing words. Against each number, the list below each passage, 5 choices are offered in the column letter A to E. For each question, choose the word that is most suitable to fill the number gap in the passage. So we have the question like this: a man visited the university teaching hospital the other day at the dash department where accident, okay, at the casualty department, it has to do with accident. Okay, so the answer becomes casualty department. Okay, so casualty department where accidents dash are treated. So accident victims, number 2, are treated. Okay, that's it. There's this accident victims are treated. Then he said the doctor are battling to save life of a man who had just been knocked down in a road accident. So they dash the injured man thoroughly with the aid of several dash. Okay, so the answer there is number 3. They examined the injured man with the aid of a clinical instrument. Okay, so that's for number 4, which says they examined the injured man with the aid of clinical instruments. That's number 4. Okay, so we'll move further to number 5. Okay, so number 5 says it says, okay, we have such as dash used in measuring the temperature. Okay, so what they use to measure the temperature as number 5 is thermometer. So measuring the number 5, thermometer is there. Okay, the last option E. Then it said again that and the dash used in listening to the sounds of the heart. What they use is, so stethoscope is actually used, number C. Okay, so sounds of the heart. Then he said by using by using dash, several internal parts of the patient's body were photographed. So what did they use to photograph several so it must be an X-ray. It must be an X-ray that they use to photocopy. Okay, to actually look at internal parts. Then number 8, and pain-killing injections we are given. Number 8, what they gave is anti-tetanus. That's number D. Anti-tetanus injections. Okay, we are given number 8. Okay, then his bleeding was stopped. The nurses dash his wounds as he was. So what did they do? They dressed it. That's answer number E. Dressed. Then okay, they dressed the wound. Then carried on the dash special care. So what they can number 10, carry the person with a stretcher. A stretcher is option A. A stretcher. Okay, and special care dash we are under. Number 11 is ward. That's number B. Okay, where they kept the person. Then under dash care are kept. Number 12 is under intensive. Okay, intensive care. Okay, are kept. The doctor asked the nurses to keep the patients under close observation. Okay, so that is it for English. So we're going to go to another section, which is another section of English that we have. Said the price of cars have become a. The answer there is become exorbitant. That's E. Okay. Then I had Dash trust the boy before he woefully disappointed me. I had absolute trust in the boy before he woefully. Okay. Then number 16, the poor boy was Dash when stepped in on a life wire was electrocuted. E. Okay. The politician can run away to safeguard their life. Okay, that's refuge. Number 18, the governor ordered the work done as a contractor to properly what accounted as known to the correct amount to pay. University awarded Dash degree, okay, for distinguished member, that honorarily. As E. Option E, honorarily. The student threatened to embark on a boycott. Okay, that's option E. Lecturers and their demands were not met. Okay, then that's for English. Then biology. It said the ability of the human eye to focus on both distance and near objects called accommodation. Then the organ that supplies nutrient to a fetus and play a vital role in protection of the fetus is called what? Placenta. Option C. Then the number of thoracic vertebrae in human is 12. Then the functional and basic unit of a mammalian kidney is the nephron. The odontoid process is a feature of the axis. Then what is the blood group of Mr. Bright if he donates blood to every respective of the persons in the group? Is O. Then the sense of balancing is functional part of the mammalian egg, okay, called semicircular canals. Then the tapeworm has alimentary tract simply because its body can absorb already digested food from its host. Then the dental formula is because of the incisors of N33, so it's supposed to be that's a dog. It's a dog. Then a disease condition that can be completely associated with riverine areas is onchocerciasis. Then number 11 is the portion of any cell, liquid portion of any cell is called cytoplasm. Then enzymes are called proteins and they need cofactor for activation, and they also are scientific in their action. So the answer is I that's B, 1, 2, and 3. The fourth one is wrong. The character producing factors in living organisms are called genes. Then magnesium aid in the formation of what to call chlorophyll. Adrenaline is what to call a flight or fright hormone. Okay, so that is what a fight. So that's the fight or flight hormone. Then ultrafiltration takes place in the hairless loop. The deficiency of protein and carbohydrates leads to what to call marasmus, kwashiorkor, and marasmus. Protein is for kwashiorkor, marasmus is for carbohydrates. Bile is produced in the liver. Liver produces bile. Okay. Then the search disc is used to determine or measure turbidity. Okay. Then if a tall person variety of TT and okay, so we're going to look at the diagram here. The capital T and the small t stands for tall, then the small t stands for that's lowercase tt stands for short. Okay, so when you do the crossing, we'll have the capital T goes to small t, that's giving us capital T small t, then the small t to small t, okay, tt, then small t to small t again, then capital T to capital T. So this is actually the crossing, so you should know how to cross it. Whichever one that goes to the other should not be repeated. So that is how the crossing is done. Okay, so T to TT, then small t to small t, then another one small t to small t, then capital T to small t. So this is how the crossing is done. Okay, now so for this particular generation, they are having too tall and too short. That is what is here, too tall and too short. So you can see it very well. Capital T small t and a capital T small t, that's too tall. Then the too short is lowercase tt and lowercase tt. Those ones are for short. Okay, so if you look at it, the ratio becomes small t, lowercase small t 2, then capital T small t, that's for tall, becomes also what, 2. So what's the ratio? The ratio becomes 2:2. Okay, so that's the ratio, 2:2. Then finally, when you divide, it gives us what, 1:1 as the final answer, which is in the option.